Broadcasting network of being Voice of the People. Amul Kamandamo with the news. Stay with us. Office of the National Council for Coordination of Public Participation on the construction of the Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam, JERD, is currently holding its 11th regular session in Finfinne City. The meeting will review the 2018-2019 work performance and the 2019-2020 work plan. Olmabaina.
Chaired by Deputy Prime Minister Demeke Mekonnen, the meeting will review the 2018-2019 work performance of the office and its plan for the 2019-2020. During the discussion, participants asked for explanation on the office plan to downsize the dam's installed capacity and Ethiopia's response to Egypt's new proposal. Egyptians usually treat the River Nile as their life, so our response should be scientific and knowledge-based. Diplomacy work should also be strengthened than ever. Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed recently told the Ethiopian parliament that no force could stop Ethiopia from building the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. In a meeting he had last week with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on the margins of the Russia-Africa Summit in Sochi, Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed reiterated Ethiopia's equitable use and no-harm principle. Minister of Water, Irrigation and Energy, Dr. Engineer Selehi Bakela, said that the construction of the dam reached on 68.5%. Minister of Foreign Affairs Gadu Andargacho for his part said that Egyptians want to use the resource of the River Nile dominantly. They even included the issue of the River Nile in their education curriculum to teach all citizens of their country. They have also an attitude of selfishness on the River Nile, but they also know that our country is still poor. Deputy Prime Minister Demeke Mekonnen said that the construction of the dam should be given due attention than ever. Many people raise why the construction of the dam is late, and it is fair and correct question. But hereafter, the government has been working with special attention.
Ethiopia has joined the International Parliament of Tolerance and Peace (IPTP). Speaker of the House of People's Representative of Ethiopia, Taggese Chafo, said, "Now on we should act to create an ethical society in the new era of globalization." Here is Akilu Gobru for more.
The Fourth International Parliament for Tolerance and Peace Conference, where representatives drawn from more than 45 countries are held in Finfinne. In addressing the session, House of People's Representatives Speaker Taggese Chafo said many call Ethiopia as a mosaic of people with diverse history, culture and religion who live in tolerance and peace. He added that Ethiopia, with the major international religions such as Christian, Islam, Jew and different traditional belief systems, as well as more than 80 multilingual ethnic groups, has been coexisted peacefully since time immemorial. The current world is full of hatred associated with racial, religious and various forms of extremism. Taggese underscored, living with inconceivable tolerance in Ethiopia is really a blessing to our country. As the world is more and more interconnected and anything can easily cross borders, so it is time for us to vigorously work towards further maintaining and deepening our existing peace and tolerance, the House Speaker noted. Global Council for Tolerance and Peace President Ahmed bin Mohammed Al-Jarwan said that undertaking the session in Ethiopia will have significant importance in spreading the message of peace and tolerance to the entire world. He added that Ethiopia's contribution to national and regional peace is clearly demonstrated with the recent Nobel Peace Prize awarded to Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. The best way to achieve sustainable peace is to plant the seeds of tolerance and address the issues of division, sectarianism and racism that are rampant in many societies, Al-Jarwan stressed. He urged the media to play its responsible part as the most important tool in spreading the values of tolerance and peace.
Religious leaders of Ethiopia's environs have discussed about the ensuring peace across the country. President of our regional state, Ordin Badri, said religious fathers should act optimistically and preach peace to their followers. Fikad Burhanas Mohandat.
Religious fathers of Harare town and its environs have discussed about current affairs of the region with senior government officials of the region. Participants of the discussion said that peace is very crucial for better prosperity of the country.
Individuals and groups who do not like to bring peace and freedom are working to create ethnic and religion-based conflict. This freedom is brought by bitter sacrifices of our carers and carers. So we should keep this unity more than ever.
Lack of peace affects all people of the country. We have common country, so we have a responsibility of keeping it. They urge that all should live together with tolerance through keeping its peace.
We religious fathers should teach our followers about peace to solve the problems rather than expanding it. So our focus should be on peace than talking about politics because it concerns us. The Oromo people knows about peace very well because it is ruled under Gada system. It has also religious and administration system. It is inclusive starting from the past.
Vice President of the Harare Regional State, Solomon Kuchu, noted that diverting question of peace and right to conflicts is evilish act.
When we see from the very beginning, the rally was not to create conflict, but individuals who want to create conflict among people of the country use this chance for their own purpose.
President of the Harare Regional State, Ordin Badri, for his part, underscored that religious fathers should act to calm down the situation.
Everybody follows your act and what you are speaking. You are a role model of your followers, so you should be ambassador of peace first of all. Ethiopia earned more than $700 million from coffee export. Cup of Excellency was marketed in Jimma Dono for Oromia Regional State. Here is the report. From African countries, Ethiopia is the leading one in coffee production so far. Even though the country has been known by coffee production, it has owned only 3% of the global coffee market. Director General of the Federal Coffee and Tea Authority, Dr. Adunya Dabala, said the country has been exerting maximum efforts in developing the quality of coffee production in an international market.
Previously, our coffee production sent to Germany and America, but now we are exporting our production for more than 40 international companies. They've already subscribed to deal with our production. This can help our country to develop the quality and quantity of our coffee production. We ask the authority workers to realize the benefit of our country.
Facilitator of your said, Save the Future Ethiopia program of Jimma Don branch Solomon Tasama said the country is knowing in an international coffee market more than ever.
The Cup of Excellency is a great opportunity for our country. This will be the first in the history of the country.
Farmers and the stakeholders participated on the training vote to play their fair share in maximizing the quality of coffee production.
We can implement on the ground that what we have learned from the training offered for us. I hope we can develop the quality very soon. If properly managed, our country has the potential to produce well-quality production of coffee. Then the farmers and even the country will be benefited from the production.
Coffee production is the first ranking export production for Ethiopia role in a global market.
Coffee is the backbone of Ethiopian export. In 2019-20, the country has gained more than $700 million from international production market, which is earned from 230 tons of coffee. And this year also, we've planned to send 300,000 tons of coffee and will expect to register an income of $1 billion. We are leading all the sector organizations in both foreign exchange and agriculture.
Ethiopian Airlines, the largest airline in Africa, has launched its first flight from Finfinne City to South India, Bengaluru, on 28 October 2019. The inaugural ceremony of the flight launching took place in Bengaluru at the Renaissance Bengaluru Racecourse Hotel in the presence of Mr. Tolde Gabramariam, CEO of Ethiopian Aviation Group, Plenipotentiary of Ethiopia to India Ambassador Tizta Mulgeta, Mr. Demek Atnafu, Consul General of Ethiopia in Mumbai, Mr. Lamaya Decha, Managing Director, Ethiopian International Services, and Mr. Tadesse Tlon, Regional Director of Ethiopian Airlines India Subcontinent. On the event, Mr. Tolde Gabramariam expressed his happiness for launching the first direct flight from Finfinne to Bengaluru and mentioned that Ethiopian Airlines has been flying on Indian skies from 1966 for more than half a century. Ambassador Tizta thanked all stakeholders in the process of starting the direct flight and asserted the embassy's readiness to support the airlines in every possible way. Currently, Ethiopian operates passengers flight to Mumbai and New Delhi, as well as cargo services to Bengaluru, Ahmedabad, Chennai, Mumbai and New Delhi. The first artificial intelligence conference aimed at expanding new technology has been held in Finfinne city, where the remark came out. Fakad Burhan explains.
The first artificial intelligence conference aimed at expanding the technology has been held in Ethiopia. President of Addis Ababa University, Professor Tasso Waldhanna, on the event said that expanding artificial intelligence technology can play a pivotal role in accelerating development of the country.
The digital disruption caused by the artificial intelligence will have enormous impact on the economy, the health environment, and agriculture, education, job, and other sectors. We need to embrace artificial intelligence throughout the university ecosystem and intervene wherever it is needed.
Professor Tasso stressed that his university is working with due attention in order to expand the technology across the country.
This conference has been conceived as an initial intervention by Addis Ababa University on key technological areas. The digital disruption caused by the artificial intelligence will have enormous impact on the economy, the health environment, and agriculture, education, job, and other sectors.
Gannet Shanko is PhD student of artificial intelligence at Addis Ababa University. She had to say the following about the importance of this technology. There are many research findings in our universities. For instance, if we take Adama Science and Technology University, there are many research findings left on the table. Both government and the universities should enforce the stakeholders in implementing it to benefit community, she said. On the conference, different research papers have been presented and discussed by participants.
We highly appreciate you stay with our news. That's all I have for now. I'm Have a beautiful day.